Guadalajara, Guadalajara. Guadalajara, Guadalajara. Tienes el alma de provinciana, hueles a limpia rosa temprana. A ver de cara, canción de mío, soy mi paloma, su caserío. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, tú eres a pura tierra mojada. ¡Eso mero! Inolvidables como en las tardes en que la lluvia desde la loma y nos hacía hasta Zamora. Ay, 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 ay.
Welcome to Mexico. We are Mariachi Cobre. We want to thank you again for joining us on this beautiful day here at Epcot. Now, Mariachi Cobre has had the pleasure of making beautiful music together for almost 50 years, but the mariachi tradition goes back way much further than that. Great artists like Jorge Negrete, right? Pedro Infante, Lola Beltrán, and many, many others have paved the way for a future generation of musicians. Like one that you may have heard of, a young musician whose story is known throughout all of Mexico and the world. And yes, I'm speaking of Miguel Rivera.
You see, Miguel's journey began in Mexico, in the small town of Santa Cecilia, where he lived with his very big familia and shared a special bond with his great-grandmother, Coco.
Now, Miguel's family, the Rivera family, were proud shoemakers.
Yes, sir.
This was a tradition that was started by Miguel's great-great-grandmother, Mama Imelda, when her husband left home to become a world-famous musician and never returned.
Since that fateful day, music has been banned in the Rivera household.
No music!
Now, of course, Miguel loved his family very much, but he kept a deep secret in his heart. He didn't want to make shoes. He wanted to sing and play the guitar. Like us, his passion was music.
Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. To be here with you tonight, bring me joy, que alegría, for the music is my language and the world is mi familia. For the music is my language and the world is mi familia. For the music is my language and the world is mi familia.
Now, Miguel didn't want to be just like any other musician. No, he wanted to be like the greatest musician in all of Mexico. the late, great Ernesto de la Cruz.
You see, Miguel had learned to play the guitar by watching the classic films of Ernesto de la Cruz. And as he practiced each chord, he'd hear his idol say,
I have to sing. I have to play. The music, it's not just in me. It is me.
Ella con su triste canto te acompañará hasta que en mi brazo tú estés. Remember me.
In Santa Cecilia, no one can forget the charismatic de la Cruz, especially on el Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. This is a special time when we gather to honor family and friends who have passed on.
We create an ofrenda, a memorial altar. We set photos and candles and leave a path of marigold flowers, cempasúchil, to light their way home.
It was on the eve of this family holiday when Miguel finds a torn photo which leads him to believe that his forgotten great-great-grandfather was Ernesto de la Cruz. So Miguel ran home joyfully and announced,
I was born to be a musician!
And his family was outraged. No music! And his abuelita broke his guitar to pieces.
Heartbroken, Miguel runs out to Ernesto's grave, defiantly grabs the musician's guitar and strums it with all his might. Suddenly, he finds himself crossing into the land of the dead, a magical world where no living person had ever been.
It was at this moment when a charming trickster named Hector met Miguel and whisked him away to compete in a talent show for a chance to meet Ernesto de la Cruz.
Now, of course, Miguel was very nervous. After all, this was his first time performing in front of a live audience, who also happened to be dead.
It's true, Miguel was very nervous, but Hector taught him a special call to find his courage. It's called a grito, and it sounds something like this.
And with that, Hector seized his moment, and he helped Miguel seize his moment with this song.
What color is the sky? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You tell me that it's red. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor.
Come on, everybody.
What color are my shoes? Ay, amor, ay, amor. You say, put them on your head. Ay, amor, ay, amor. And you make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco. The way you did me dancing, I'm nodding and I'm guessing. I'll count it as a blessing. That I'm only un poco loco. Y me traes un poco loco, un poquitito loco, estoy adivinando qué quieres y pa' cuándo, y así estoy celebrando, que me vuelvo un poco loco. Chiflado tú me vuelves, que eso está un poco loco, tu mente que despega, tú siempre con ideas, con mi cabeza juegas, todo es un poco loco.
Now Miguel finally met Ernesto, only to discover that De la Cruz was not his great-great-grandfather. It was Hector, and he was the one who wrote Remember Me.
It's true. Ernesto de la Cruz was a fraud. But he wasn't about to let his fame crumble, even in the afterlife. He chased after Miguel and Hector until Mama Imelda, who had been searching for her great-great-grandson this whole time, came to the rescue in a most surprising fashion. Fending off De la Cruz with a microphone in her hand, she began to sing.
Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro pero cariñoso. Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro pero cariñoso. Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso. Ay, de mi llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Ay, de mi llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Y aunque la vida me cueste llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Y aunque la vida me cueste llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Ay, la, la.
And it was in singing that beautiful song that Mama Imelda remembered her love of music, that same love that she shared with her husband Hector. And she also noticed that same love in her great-great-grandson Miguel. So she gave him her blessing and sent him back to the land of the living, where music was once again welcome into the Rivera family.
Now every year on El Día de los Muertos, the Rivera family gathers together to celebrate all of their ancestors. And now also Hector, whose photo has finally been placed upon the family's ofrenda, to be remembered always.
Remember me. Well, I have to say goodbye. Remember me. Don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my arms. I sing a secret song to you. Each night we are apart. Remember me. Though I have to travel far. Remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. día me tendrás. A solas yo te cantaré soñando en regresar. Recuérdame, aunque tengo que mirar, recuérdame. Si mi guitarra quiere sonar, ella con su triste canto te acompañará. Hasta que en mi brazo tú estés. Everyone, remember me. Thank you everyone for celebrating with us. Now we have one more song. Miguelito, what a surprise, everyone. Say, hola, Miguel. Hola, Miguel. Now, Miguelito, you've come a long way. You came all the way from Santa Cecilia. Won't you please join us in this last song? How about it? You want to play a song for me?
Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. Esta noche estar aquí es mi pasión, qué alegría, pues la música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia. El mundo es mi familia, the world es mi familia.
Por dejarnos compartir la historia de Miguel. Miguelito, bravo. Thank you for joining us on this last song. And thank you for letting us share Miguel's story and celebrate the everlasting bonds of family and love. On behalf of Miguelito, our dancers, and Mariachi Cobre, we hope you and your family continue that celebration wherever the music may take you.
The world